सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Om. Page 357, verse 22. घटे द्विगुणचैतन्यम् यथा बाह्ये तथान्तरे वृत्तिष्वपि ततस्तत्र वैषद्यं सन्धितोऽधिकम्. Vidyaranya differentiating the Chit and Chidabhasa. Chit means original consciousness. Chidabhasa means reflected consciousness. Just as the original consciousness and reflected consciousness both are available when you are looking at the pot, external pot, when you watch, there are two consciousnesses. One is all-pervading Chit, already there in the form of existence, and Chit Rupena, ever existing OC, one Chaitanyam. Then second Chaitanyam is the Vritti Vyapti Chidabhasa. Vritti Sahita Chidabhasa pervades the pot. That Chaitanyam is reflected consciousness. Chidabhasa along the Vritti, Ghata Vritti. Ghata Vritti Vyapti Sahita Chaitanyam, that is called Vishishta Chaitanyam. A Vritti which has got Ghata in its, as its thought, Ghata Vritti, along with Chidabhasa it pervades, it gives Ghata Jnanam. So, Ghata Vishishta Chaitanyam is second Chaitanyam. Original consciousness is always pervading, already there. Vishishta Chaitanyam, when you look at the pot, it pervades. When you look at the pot, only it pervades, otherwise you won't get pot thought, pot knowledge. So, Dviguna Chaitanyam asti. If you feel it is difficult, you have to remember the sunlight, wall, patch of light, mirror, reflection on the wall. Two sunlights are there. Original sunlight is there on the wall, and the reflected sunlight is also there on the wall. Like that, you have to understand here also Chaitanya. Dviguna Chaitanyam yatha bahye. Bahya means bahya vastuni, external objects. Every object is pervaded by two Chaitanyams. Similarly, vrittishu api tataha tatra vaishadyam sandhitaha adhikam. This is most important. Just as you have two Chaitanyams on external objects, now we are analyzing the internal thoughts, Shoka Vritti, Moha Vritti, Kama Vritti, Sukha Vritti, Dukkha Vritti, all emotions in the form of thoughts. We are all experiencing emotions in the form of thoughts internally. Antare. Internally there are vrittis, thoughts, in the form of emotions. Raga Vritti, Dvesha Vritti, all you are experiencing that vrittis. Those vrittis also have two Chaitanyams. Yatha bahya vastuni dviguna Chaitanyam tadha antara vrittishu api. Inside thoughts, emotions also have two Chaitanyams. Vrittishu api, even in thoughts. What are those thoughts? Kama vritti, krodha vritti, sukha vritti, dukkha vritti, moha vritti, raga vritti. So many thoughts of emotions. Tataha, therefore, tatra, when you look at that emotions, one emotion to another emotion, kama vritti, krodha vritti. From kama vritti, I want, that thought comes. In between the gap, there is a gap between after this kama vritti gone, later the same lovable objects, you hate that dvesha vritti comes. Dvesha vritti also comes. So this dvesha vritti, kama vritti, in between there is a gap. Morning I am so lovable and object is also so lovable. But in the evening I hate that object, dvesha vritti has come. There is a gap between kama vritti and dvesha vritti. That gap is called sandhi. In that sandhi, what we are going to learn a lesson in this sandhi. This Akshi Chaitanyam is available. Vaishadhyam adhikam. Vaishadhyam means clarity. It is very clear. It is very, very clear. Vaishadhyam. Vishadasya bhavaha vaishadhyam. In that gap, this Sakshi Chaitanyam is very clear. Sandhitaha. At the time of gap, we can take it as silence. Silence means between two thoughts. There is a gap. That gap is called silence. No thought. That is called silence. You have to supply. Adhikam means more, extra. Adhikam means bright. Adhikam, dvigunam darshate or asti. Dviguna chaitanyam asti. Adhikam dviguna chaitanyam asti. Internal thoughts also. There are two chaitanyams. How do you know there are two chaitanyams? Because when the vritti is not there, you are enjoying the gap, that Sakshi Chaitanyam only illumining that gap. Sakshi Chaitanyam alone is illumining that gap. When the thought comes, emotion, raga vritti, dvesha vritti, there Chidabhasa vritti, extra. It is extra bright, more extra, adhikam prakasham. That is why when a patch of light through mirror, you show that is an extra light. You remove that mirror, only samanya surya prakasha will be there. It is not so bright. It is not so bright. When that extra patch of light, sunlight, because of mirror comes, it is too bright. Is it not? It is so much bright. That is called adhikam. Adhikam means it is so bright because of medium, mirror and sunlight in the mirror. You are seeing there. The brighter one is real one or fake one? Fake one. That is why all fake ones are very attractive. The package and all duplicates, whatever they do, the package is very, very attractive. The local products, when they prepare, package is not so attractive, that's why people won't buy. All fake ones are attractive. Similarly, this sunlight, this sunlight, which is a light, extra light, that is fake light, it is more attractive. Similarly, here also we have to understand vrittishu api tataha tatra. Tatra means in that gap you can understand the Vaishadhyam. Vishadasya bhavaha Vaishadhyam. Vishada means clarity. Last class I gave another example, that example is moonlight and sunlight. Moonlight is a moonlight because of sunlight. Moonlight doesn't have its own light. So sunlight is illumining the moonlight. The moonlight cannot illumine the sunlight. Moonlight cannot illumine the sunlight. Sunlight is that which is illumining the moonlight. Moon as well as moonlight, both. Moonlight cannot illumine the moon, planet. Moonlight cannot illumine by itself. It cannot illumine the moon also. Sunlight alone illumines the moon. Sunlight alone gives the moonlight. Since it is illumination coming through the moon, we call it as moonlight. Similarly, here also, in the example you have understood, come to the Darshtanta, mind is like a moon. Chidabhasa is like a moonlight. OC is like sunlight. Mind has got Chidabhasa because of Chit, original consciousness. Chidabhasa, that is reflected consciousness in the mind, cannot illumine the mind. Just as moonlight cannot illumine the moon, Chidabhasa in the mind cannot illumine the mind. Mind cannot illumine itself. Therefore, mind is also illumined by Chit only. Chidabhasa is because of Chit only. You have to understand, you have to think a lot. You have to do nididhyasana. Koncham kastam. But you have to do, worth to do contemplation. Now, we will go to the next. What are all examples he gave? Murcha, Samadhi and Suptihi in the previous verse. Previous to previous verse. In deep sleep, in Samadhi Abhyasa and in Murcha. Murcha means in swoon or fainting condition, and silence. This Chit is prominent. Because Chidabhasa is not prominent, mind is not functioning there, Chidabhasa is not unmanifest, therefore Chit is Vaishadyam. Where Sandhitaha, and that gap time, silence time, Supti time, Samadhi time, Chidabhasa is not prominent because mind is not active. Since Chidabhasa is not prominent, there is only Chit Vaishadyam. Chit is more clear. Again, if you feel it is difficult, go to the example. Between two patch of sun reflected lights, in between the gap, what is clear? Sunlight only clear. Reflected sunlight, another reflected sunlight on the wall. Because of two mirrors, two reflected sunlights on the wall, it is more bright, adhikam, because of Dviguna Surya Prakasha. But in between the patch of lights, you see the gap in between two patch of lights. I am talking about this patch of light from past 2 months. Between two patch of lights, there is one light. It is not bright. It is not Dviguna Chaitanya. It is not Dviguna Surya Prakasha. It is Eka Surya Prakasha. That is called Samanya Surya Prakasha. Yes, Samanya Surya Prakasha is there, but it is not bright. Whereas a patch of light, when you experience, it is bright because the Surya Prakashas two are there. Two Surya Prakashas. Like that, here also, in silence, Murcha, Samadhi and Supti, that gap, Samanya Chaitanyam is available, but when you look at the Vritti, Kama vritti, krodha vritti, dviguna chaitanyam. Just as external objects you experience, there is also dviguna chaitanyam. Inside also dviguna chaitanyam adhikam. Chidabhasa and chit. The vritti is having two consciousnesses. Up to here we saw in the last class. How to know, again further you want to analyze. Another reason also we can give, wherever there is Chidabhasa, there is location, there is a division. What is the proof there is a Chidabhasa or not? In Jagradavastha, waking state, there is a location, there is a division. You see all divisions, different things you see. Particular object in particular place, the division and location also you see in Jagradavastha. Because of Chidabhasa availability, of course Chit is always there. But in deep sleep, do you have any location? Do you know any division? Wherever there is no division and location, there is no Chidabhasa. At the same time, we should be very careful. There is no Chidabhasa means, I said in meditation, there is no time where there is no Chidabhasa. Chidabhasa is always there. Am I not contradicting? It looks as though I am contradicting, but I am not contradicting. Chidabhasa is unmanifest in deep sleep. In Samadhi also Chidabhasa is unmanifesting. In Murcha also Chidabhasa is unmanifesting. In silence also, between two thoughts, Chidabhasa is unmanifest. The unmanifest Chidabhasa is as good as non-existent. வீட்டில் கூட சொல்கிறோம் இல்லையோ, நீ இருந்து ஒன்று தான் இல்லாத ஒன்று தான்னா இருக்க அவர் ஒன்றும் வேலை பண்ணுறது இல்லை. அப்போ என்ன பண்ணுறோம்? இருந்து ஒன்று தான் இல்லாத ஒன்று தான். அது மாதிரி in sleep and murcha, samadhi, silence, Chidabhasa is there. There is no time where there is no Chidabhasa at all. Only after death only Chidabhasa will go away. As long as you live, there is Chidabhasa. As long as you live, you are always with Chidabhasa, either in manifest form. Now in this class, your Chidabhasa is in manifest form or unmanifest form? Thank God. It is in manifest form. It is active. Mind is active. When you go to sleep and samadhi, murcha, silence, that is unmanifest Chidabhasa. That time, what happens? Chit alone is there, therefore you don't know location, there is no division. This is the proof. Wherever Chidabhasa is manifesting, how to know? Wherever you see the division, location, Chidabhasa is dominant, prominent, manifesting Chidabhasa. Wherever there is no location, division, you are not experiencing, there Chidabhasa is unmanifest, subservient, almost potential, inactive. Simple? Simple? Okay. Simple. Now, Vidyaranya entering into a new aside topic, but no connection to this regular flow of our topics, but a aside topic. We will read that shloka 23. Jnatata jnatate nastah Gatavad vrittishu kvachit Swasya svena grihitatvat Tabhischajnanashanat. Very, very terse point he want to bring. When we talk about the external objects, Previously it was unknown part, now it is known part. In previous classes we saw Chidabhasa reveals the part, the knownness and unknownness are revealed by the Chit only. We have understood that. Gnatata, the knownness, Ajnatata, the unknownness of any external objects. Previously, in the past, it was not known. Part was not known. Now part is known. So the knownness and unknownness is possible with regard to the external objects. Knownness and unknownness. Knownness means gnatata. Gnatata means knownness. Ajnatata means unknownness. Ajnatata. This is possible with regard to the external objects. But with regard to the internal objects like emotions, kama vritti, dvesha vritti, krodha vritti, sukha vritti, dukkha vritti, with regard to the thoughts inside emotions, there is no question of gnatata and ajnatata. Gnatata, knownness and unknownness doesn't happen with regard to the emotions. Previously it was not known, now it is known. It never happens with regard to the internal vrittis. With regard to external objects, that object was not known previously to me. Now I put effort, vritti vyapti and chidabhasa vyapti. Previously it was unknown, now it is known. Any object, previously it was unknown, now it is known. You put effort. Your vritti vyapti goes there and you have to look that side. Either you have to physically walk to see that object. Either you have to move your head or you have to show your attention. Something or other you have to do with effort. Then only gnatata takes place. This is simple, understand. Similarly, with regard to your sukha vritti also, previously there was no sukha vritti, now only I come to know sukha vritti. It never happens like that, because as long the sukha vritti rises, chidabhasa rises. There is no need of vritti vyapti, so chidabhasa vyapti is not required. As the vritti, sukha vritti rises, chidabhasa, along with chidabhasa it rises. You need not put any effort for that. You need not meditate. Now I have got krodha vritti. I have to know my krodham. I have to know my anger. As the krodha vritti rises along with chidabhasa, it is evident. It is evident. That's what he says here. Gnatata ajnatata vrittishu. Vrittishu ghatavat. Vrittishu, Ghatavad Vrittishu is there. How to split? Ghatavat Vrittishu. Now first you take the word Vrittishu Kvachit Ghatavat, unlike the pot, unlike example, Vyatireka Drishtanta. Unlike the pot, Gnatata Agnatate Nastaha Vrittishu Ghatavat. Unlike the pot, upon the vrittis, there is no possibility of knownness and unknownness. Because in the pot case, you require unknown part and known part possible. But with regard to the vritti, unknown vritti, known vritti doesn't happen. Gnatata, knownness, ajnatata, unknownness, nastaha, not there. Staha is jewel, lat prathama purusha dvivachanam, as dhatoho, asti staha santi. Staha two, that is dvitiya, dvivachanam, prathama dvivachanam, lat. Why gnatata, ajnatata? There are two, knownness and unknownness. Ajnatata, ajnatate. That's why staha. those two are not there with regard to the vritti, unlike pot. Like pot anu sollakudadu. Like pot la rendu irukku. Agnatata was there, now gnatata is there. Like that, it is not possible with regard to vritti. The second line he gives the reason. What is the reason? Swasya svena grihitatva agrihitatvat. Swasya svena. Swasya svena means the vritti cannot know itself. Vritti can know everything outside objects, but vritti cannot know itself by itself. Swasya svena means sukha vritti cannot know by itself as sukha vritti. Kama vritti cannot know itself as kama vritti. It need not know because it is evident to itself. That is called swasya svena. Swasya svena is here, if you take vritti is illumining the another vritti. Suppose vritti has to know another vritti. Sukha vritti is there. The thought is there. A pleasurable thought is there. Pleasurable thought is known to whom? By whom? I have pleasure. This thought is known to whom? Is it unknown to whom? Known and unknown is not possible with regard to the pleasurable thought. It cannot know by itself. Suppose it knows by another vritti. What will happen? First choice is what? Sukha vritti knows itself by itself. What will happen? The knower sukha vritti, known is also sukha vritti. The knower known happens to be in one vritti. It is called karma, kartru karma virodha. The knower always must be different from the known. Knower and known cannot be the same. One vritti, sukha vritti, if it knows by itself, swasya svena grihitaha chet, what will happen? Karta, vritti is karta, the knower, and it knows by itself an karma, object of knowing, and that vritti becomes object of knowing. Karma also vritti only, karta also vritti only. Can it happen? Karta karma virodha comes. Subject object can be same. The knower subject and the known object, one vritti, the subject, if it knows itself as an object, one vritti becomes subject and object. Can it happen anywhere at any time? It cannot happen. Subject is different all the time, object is different. If you apply the same law here also, vritti cannot know by itself. Vritti need not know. Why? Vritti is always with Chidabhasa. Vritti is always with Chidabhasa. Vritti is self-evident. That is why when you are angry immediately you know or not. How much time it takes? Let me, Swamini, wait, I want to know I am angry or not. Do you have any time duration? I am angry or not? No. The moment the krodha vritti comes, immediately you are at the same time, you are aware of it. You are aware of it. That is why you have to understand the vritti cannot be known by itself. It need not know itself because it is always evident. Vritti means thought. Okay, why can't one vritti knows another vritti? By another vritti. One vritti, sukha vritti, known by the krodha vritti. Appadi sollalama. Sukha vritti knows by krodha vritti. Then who knows the krodha vritti? First thought is known by the second thought. Suppose you say, first thought is known by second thought. Second thought is known by whom? Third thought. Okay. The third thought is known by whom? Fourth thought is go on and on and on. Anavastha dosha comes, infinite regression comes. Therefore, never say vrittis are known by themselves, are known by other vritti. Vritti is always self-evident. That's why you are aware of your own mental modifications. You don't put any effort. Vritti vyapti, chidabhasa vyapti, like extra objects, external objects, like you don't put any effort there. So this is a little tougher example he gives. Swasya svena agrihi tattvat. Since the vritti cannot capture by itself by itself. Vritti cannot capture itself by itself. Capture means cannot be grasped. What can be grasped by my vritti? By chidabhasa. It can be grasped. Therefore, vritti cannot be grasped itself by itself. Swasya svena agrihi tattvat. On the other hand, what it does? Thabhihi ajnana nashanat. Actually, these vrittis are doing what? Every thought removes the ajnanam. Every thought removes the ajnanam. Thought need not be proved whether it is there or not, because every knownness and unknownness is proved by the thought only. Every knownness and unknownness is proved by thought only. I don't know the pot. Now I know the pot. Proved by whom? Vritti only. Gnatata, ajnatata. Sakshi Chaitanyam is there already. Sakshi Chaitanyam is there. With regard to external objects, Sakshi Chaitanyam is there. The vritti is always with Chidabhasa. It is self-evident. Every vritti removes the ignorance. That is why I said, the moment vritti vyapti takes place, what is revealed? What is revealed? But the knownness of the pot, unknownness of the pot, illumined by Chit. Therefore, every vritti reveals the objects. Therefore, vritti need not be revealed by anything. Vritti is always with Chidabhasa, self-evident. Therefore, pot, unknown condition, pot, knownness condition, these two are only illumined by Sakshi Chaitanyam. So thoughts are self-evident. That is what he wants to communicate. He gave that reason. Kartru karma virodha dosha comes. So vritti abhava avastha doesn't exist. Either it is in potential form, unmanifest form, or in manifest form. When Chidabhasa is unmanifest, gap, silence. The vritti abhava means what? Gap. Between two thoughts, what is there? Gap. That gap is illumined by whom? Sakshi Chaitanya. At that time, Chidabhasa is unmanifesting. That is what we have understood. It is not a totally absence of Chidabhasa. The silence. How to know that Sakshi Chaitanyam? Suppose anybody asks. Suppose anyone asks, I want to know the Sakshi Chaitanyam. Who knows Sakshi Chaitanyam? You require Chidabhasa to know the Sakshi Chaitanyam. So Chidabhasa, with that, if I know Sakshi Chaitanyam, again division location comes. The moment Chidabhasa comes, division location comes. The pure Sakshi Chaitanyam I want to experience na nadakada karyam. Pure Sakshi Chaitanyam. Some people want to experience pure Sakshi Chaitanyam in Samadhi. That you can experience in silence also. Why to go to Samadhi? Yamaniyama salla practice panni nan Samadhi mulama. I want to experience that silence. And you need not to go for Samadhi. You can experience in silence also between two thoughts. For example, if a room Already he gave quote array, one example he gave. In the hall, there are so many things. When you vacate the house, suppose, when you vacate the house, you have taken all objects. Sofa, TV, fridge, everything you have taken. So hall is empty. Hall is empty. You come and say, what? Hall is empty. But hall is not empty. Sofa, TV, fridge is not there. But space is there. In the hall, space is there or not? We are taking it as granted. See, space is there in the hall. How can you say it is empty? I am experiencing the empty hall is equal to I am experiencing the space. Understand? You say I am experiencing the empty hall is equal to I am experiencing the space. But none of us say I am experiencing the space. Space da irukku. All objects are not there. But none of us say. What do we say? Empty hall I am experiencing. Shastra says you are not experiencing empty hall. You are experiencing the space. That means what? Experience of the empty hall is equal to experience of the space. Experience of the space is called experience of the empty hall. Understand? Now I want to experience the empty space. How can you experience the empty space? Experiencing the empty hall is as good as experiencing the empty space. Sari Swamini, எதுக்காக இதெல்லாம் சொல்றேன்? இந்த எம்டி ஹால் எம்டி ஹால்னு சொல்லி ஸ்பேஸ் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் எதுக்காக சொல்றேன்னா, அதே மாதிரி அந்த கேப் சைலன்ஸ்ல எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் ஆஃப் சைலன்ஸ் இஸ் எக்ஸ்பீரியன்ஸ் ஆஃப் சாட்சி சைத்தன்யம். Experience of Sakshi Chaitanyam need not be there separately. Experience of silence in between two thoughts is experience of Sakshi. Silence experience is called Sakshi experience. Emptiness of the hall experience is not space experience. Tell me. Emptiness of the hall experience is space experience. Space experience is called emptiness of the hall experience. அதே மாதிரி தான் சாட்சி சைத்தன்யம். How to experience? In between the two thoughts, silence is there. No, I am experiencing the silence, not சாட்சி சொல்லக்கூடாது. அந்த silence experience தான் சாட்சி experience. எப்படி emptiness of the hall experience is space experience, so அதே மாதிரி in between shoka vritti, moha vritti, dvesha vritti, there is a gap. That gap, silence of two thoughts. At that time you want to experience Sakshi Chaitanyam enna thevai illa. And the silence between the two gaps experience is Sakshi experience. And the silence experience, the Sakshi Chaitanyam experience. Taniya Sakshi Chaitanyam experience தேவையே இல்லை. புரியறதா? புரியற மாதிரி இருக்கு சுவாமினி, ரொம்ப கஷ்டமா இருக்கு. ஈஸின்னு யாரு சொன்ன? கஷ்டம்தான். That is why in Prathama Pada Mandukya Upanishad, Dvitiya Pada, location division is there. In Tritiya Pada, Karana Avastha, gap is there, silence is there, but you cannot know that silence in Sushupti Avastha. After waking up only you come to know there was silence. Amatras Chaturthaha. Amatraha Chaturthaha. Between two thoughts there is silence. Now when you are chanting every class, Om, I ask you 3 rounds. Every time, not now. Every day, in every class, while meditation time, I am asking you to meditate, to chant Omkar, Omkara, Om. One matra, Omkara, Om. Second Omkara. In between what? Between one Omkara and another Omkara, what is there? Silence. Who knows that? Haidi Sakshi Chaitanyam. Therefore, silence is myself. That Sakshi Chaitanyam amatra chaturdaha turiya atma savigneyaha. Purinje varaku podum. Next shloka we'll go. Okay, we'll see how it works. Verse 24. So this shloka is over. Swasya sven tabhihi ajnana nashanat. Tabhihi means vritti dvara you are removing all ignorances. Through vritti vyapti you are removing ignorances. Such vrittis need not be proved because through them only all objects are known. They are all known. That is why thought reveals the object. Ajnana nashanat. What ignorance gone. What ignorance gone. By whom? Vritti. Such vritti has to be proved? No need. Now next verse. I know these are all very tough. You have to put up with what to do. Dviguni krita chaitanye janmanashanubhutitah akutastham tadanyattu kutasthamamikaratah. In the previous shloka, Vidyaranya establishes how can a self-evident thought, how the self-evident thought said to be unknown, how can the self-evident thought can be unknown? அது தெரியாதுன்னு எப்படி சொல்ல முடியும்? The knownness and unknownness both are relative. Both are relative. For example, now earth is, there is daytime now. Now this is daytime, bright. Since there is a night happens on the earth, you talk about the daylight. Daylight. From the standpoint of night, it is daylight. So the daylight is possible on the earth. That's why we talk about the daylight. Why? Night also possible on the earth. Tomorrow again daylight comes. Again night comes. So night and daylight both are experienced, both are discussed where those two are possible. Daylight, night, you talk where? In the sun planet or on the earth planet? Earth planet only you talk about the sunlight and daylight. Daylight and night, moonlight. Moonlight and daylight you can talk only on the earth, not in the sun planet. You go and ask the sun planet, imagine, go to the sun planet, ask him, do you know the night? Night? Adenna? அவருக்கு தெரியாது. ஏன்னா always he is brilliant, ever daylight only is there, ever bright. There is no question of night in the earth, moon, sun planet. That is why it is not relevant there, because night is not possible there. That's why daylight word is irrelevant. Daylight word is irrelevant in the sun planet. ஏன்னா நைட்ங்கிற பதமே வராதங்க. எங்க relevant? Where it is relevant? Where there is night possible, there only daylight word is relevant. I hope you are getting the point now. Adi madri in vritti also there is no question of knownness and unknownness. Where unknownness is possible, there alone is knownness is possible. What was not known, ajnata ghataha, now gnata ghataha. Engenge ajnatam possible, angenge gnatam is relevant. Unknownness enge irukumo, angeda knownness also relevant. Unknownness illada edathilo knownness is not required. I hope I have communicated. I am communicating. I have communicated. I hope you have understood. நினைக்கிறேன் ரொம்ப பெசிமிஸ்டிக்காக இருந்த கிளாஸே நடக்காது. ஐ எம் லிட்டில் பிட் ஆப்டிமிஸ்டிக். ஓகே, ஐ டோன்ட் வாண்ட் டு பி டூ பெசிமிஸ்டிக். ஐ டோன்ட் வாண்ட் டு அண்டர் எஸ்டிமேட் யூ. யூ ஆர் ஆல் கிராஸ்பிங். ஓகே, கிளியர்? கொஞ்சம் புரியுறது சுவாமி, நல்லா இருக்கு. இப்போ எக்ஸாம்பிள் சொன்னதுக்கு அப்புறம் சரி, அந்த டாபிக் that is aside topic I said. Now what he want to say, what is the difference between this dviguneekrita chaitanya, rendu chaitanyam irukku illaya, dviguneekrita chaitanyam, chidabhasa and chit, sakshi chaitanyam and chidabhasa, vishishta chaitanyam and samanya chaitanyam. What is the difference in that? Simple. Vishishta chaitanyam always changing, samanya chaitanyam is not changing. Whatever is not changing, that is called kutastha. That is why it is called kutastha. It never changes. You look into the shloka. Dviguneekrita chaitanya janma nashanubhutitaha. In dviguneekrita chaitanyam, chidabhasa and chit, rendu chaitanyams are there. One Visishta Chaitanyam, one Samanya Chaitanyam. General consciousness and specific consciousness. General consciousness and specific consciousness. Vritti Sahita Chaitanyam, specific consciousness. Chidabhasa Rahita Chaitanyam, general consciousness. Among these two, one Chaitanyam is coming and going. What is that? Ayaram, Gayaram. So, Sukha Vritti. Sukha vritti, happy thought. Afterwards, unhappy thought, dukkha vritti, kama vritti. So, this chidabhasa is changing. The vritti is changing. Vritti sahita, chidabhasa changing. Therefore, janma nashanubhutitaha. We are all experiencing, it is our day-to-day experience every time. This one vritti changes, another vritti comes, another vritti comes. Chidabhasa is always changing. Whereas, this is chidabhasa is akutastham. It is akutastham, not kutastha. That this chidabhasa, they are non-kutastham. Non-kutastha anubhava. They are chidabhasa pradhana, which overshadows the kutastha. Which overshadows the kutastha. That patch of sunlight overshadows the samanya surya prakasha or not? Oh, extra patch of light, surya prakasha overshadows. That means what? Samanya surya prakasha becomes prominent or dormant? Dormant. Because of this prominent. Similarly, this chidabhasa, when it is vritti, it rises, it suppresses the chit as it were, as though chit is unmanifesting madri. Because this akutastham chidabhasa, which is not kutastham, changing, go on changing. That is why putra vritti, prutri vritti, gurha vritti, thought, house thought, son thought, daughter thought, flower thought, ocean thought. In the thought law, now we are running. And the samanya chaitanyam is dormant, pavam. Actually, that is original, kutastham. But none of us, because of which kutastha chaitanyam, this akutastha chidabhasa is dancing. Without that kutastha chaitanya sakshi, this chidabhasa can exist at all? Cannot exist. Adhikaha class edika vendidaachi, 10 varsham solli kudka vendidaachi, sonnalum puriyamane kashtapatti patti edukku thevaya idenu. Adukku da religious life, japa, dhyanam, ashtanga yoga, a disciplined life, all meant for what you understand? Only for this. To grasp this teaching. நம்மள அதெல்லாம் அப்புறம் பண்ணலாம். என்ன பண்ணலாம்? சன்னு டாக்டரு சிதாபாசை பின்னாடி ஓடிண்டு இருக்கும். ஓடி 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 சிதாபாசம் பின்னாடி. பிகாஸ் ஆஃப் which சித் சிதாபாச எக்ஸிஸ்டிங், நாட் நோயிங், அண்ட் we are worrying. தேவையா? மய்யேவ சகலம் ஜாத்தம் மயி சர்வம் பிரதிஷ்டிதம் மயி சர்வம் லயம் யாதி. கிட்டின்னு இருக்க வந்து நன்னா இருக்கும் சுவாமினி. அப்புறம் என்ன? அப்புறம் look into the shloka. Akutastham tat. Tat means that chidabhasa which overshadows the chit. Akutastham. It is not kutastham. Full stop. Then anyatu. Other than this Visishta Chaitanyam, there is another Chaitanyam which is the substratum. That anyaha tu kutastham. It is avikarataha. Without undergoing any modification, any change, that kutastha is there. Avikarataha. So what is the difference between Chidabhasa and Chit? Chidabhasa is changing kutas, changing Chaitanyam. This Sakshi Chaitanyam is non-changing Kutastha Chaitanyam. Like anvil example we give, anvil. That blacksmith changing the rods, different shapes upon one steady rod. That is called anvil. The cobbler also do that in chapel when he is doing repair. One kotam, that is called kotamat tishtati iti kotastham. All changing ones, but one is non-changing. How the changes can happen, tell me? Upon what he can do any changes? On unchanging. Adi madri, all changing Chidabhasa vrittis come only on unchanging Kutastham. Now you are changing Chidabhasa or unchanging Kutastha? Changing, unchanging Kutastha Chaitanyam, Sakshi Chaitanyam. Now another person, Purapakshi, comes and asks, Enna Vidyaranya, in the Kutastha you are introducing. This is Sonta Sahityam Kapola Kalpana. Kapola Kalpana in the your own Sonta Sahityaman. As the Vidyaranya says, it's not my Sonta Sahityam. I have support of Shankaracharya in Vakyavritti and Upadesa Sahasri. 2 slokas. Just simple. We will read those slokas. Antah karana tadvrittim साक्षीत्यादावनेकधा कूटस्थ एव सर्वत्र पूर्वाचार्यै विनिश्चितः. Purvacharyahi vinischitaha. It is not my kapola kalpanam, swakapola kalpanam anu solluva. It is not my invention. Purvacharyahi, by my teachers, previous teachers, nischitaha. This is firmly established. Kutasthaeva sarvatra. That Kutastha Chaitanyam alone is there everywhere. Where antah karana tadvritti sakshi iti eva anekadha. Here 3. Antah karana, vritti, sakshi. Sakshi means OC. Antah karana means RC, Chidabhasa. Vritti is a medium, mind. Mind, Chidabhasa and Chit. These 3. Among these 3, OC is the Kutastham. Already said by Shankaracharya in Vakyavritti, footnote number, you see, Vakyavritti 11, chapter 431, 4th chapter, 31st shloka. Vakyavritti. In Vakyavritti, all Mahavakyams, Mahavakya analysis, Tattvamasi Mahavakya analysis, only Vakyavritti. Care of my website. Okay, Vakyavritti, if you want to listen, you can listen there. So, Chit illumines the mind, Chidabhasa illumines the object. Chit illumines the mind, Chidabhasa illumines the object. Therefore, original consciousness alone illumines the mind, and the Chidabhasa is formed, then only Chidabhasa illumines the object. Therefore, Kutastha Chaitanyam is not changing. Already said that Antakarana tadvritti sakshi iti. This is the quotation within inverted commas. The whole sloka, Chaitanya Vigraha, Antakarana tadvritti Chaitanya Vigraha, Ananda Rupaha Satyaha San, Kim na Atmanam Prapadyase is the whole sloka. Next Pramana, I am not elaborating. Care of Vakyavritti. Okay. Now, Upadesa Sahasri, 18th chapter. Atma bhasashrayaschaivam mukha bhasashrayayatha gamyam te shastrayuktibhyam ityabhasascha varnitah. 18th chapter, there are 30 shlokas in between after 43 and 30 after 35, like that. So many shlokas he analyzes. Simple, you see your face, original face, mirror, reflected face. Inna peri kashtam idila. For medium, reflecting face and original face. 3 are there. Mukha, Abhasa and Ashraya. Original face Mukha, Abhasa is reflected face, and Ashraya means medium, mirror. Yatha, Tatha. Like that, Atma, Abhasa and Ashraya. Atma means OC, Abhasa means RC, Ashraya means RM. So, among these 3, which one is real? In OC, reflected face is real, original face is real. Original face. Can reflected face exist without original face? Never. So, reflected face to form, what requires? Medium requires. So, medium, mirror, is illumined by reflected face or original face? Original face is knowing the medium, or reflected face is knowing the medium? In the next class. There is one more doubt is going to come, very important doubt that will arise, and that also answered in the next class. Up with this topic is over. That Kutastha Chaitanya topic is over. He is going to enter the next topic from the next shloka. That we'll see in the next class. Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.